Oh, what's up, guys? AW here, Air War Order. Happy Thursday afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in this world. And yes, down below it says NXT Deadline and Ring of Honor Final Battle predictions. These two shows are Saturday. Ring of Honor Final Battle is this Saturday in the afternoon. And NXT Deadline, the final pay per view of 2022 for WWE, period, is a night. And we'll be going over these matches. But before we get into this pay-per-views for these both shows for AEW, Ring of Honor, and WWE NXT, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're new. And look at my other content. I got videos, I got other live streams, and I got shorts. Make sure to subscribe and check those out. I did a video earlier today. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. We're going to see a third match between these two. Make sure to smash the like button down below. And finally, share this out with your friends, colleagues, family, people that are into wrestling that you know of. This is a channel for you and a channel for me. This is a wrestling fun community, a wrestling fun channel for everybody is invited to talk about wrestling with me. But okay. Okay. And I will be inviting people on for this. I'm going to get my headset too. And we're going to start with the Ring of Honor pay-per-view first. Since that's the first pay-per-view, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Ring of Honor, AEW presents Ring of Honor Final Battle. That's what we're going to talk about first. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with you. I only paid attention a little bit to this pay-per-view. To this thing. I know what's going on. I know what's happening. I know the matches. I have them all here. And so I don't know how much detail I'm going to go in. Honestly, Ring of Honor. And to be honest with you, it's the same with the NXT. I mean, I've been watching NXT. I just haven't been heavily invested in NXT. I think it's bad. But there are some interesting things for Ring of Honor, though. Some interesting matchups. And and also some ramifications, some stipulations, I would say, involved in some of the Ring of Honor matches. Let's say that. And make sure to and please leave a like, okay? Please. Of course, this is for. Okay, let's get the Ring of Honor. If people want to come on, they're allowed to come on. It's open forum if you're a wrestling fan. And this might be the last prediction show of the year. Hey, Eternal Nightmare. What's up? This might be the last prediction show of the year for me because there's no pay-per-view after these two pay-per-views. I might do a watch along for AEW's Winter is Coming. Maybe. I'm not fully sure on that. I'm not sure about doing a watch along for. Sorry, the stream is a little slow. A watch along for for NXT. I might do it for NXT. I'm not gonna do it for Ring of Honor because I'm not gonna buy Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor. I'll probably watch it on the computer, so I'm not gonna do a stream for Ring of Honor. But if I do a stream this Saturday, it's gonna be for NXT. No, there isn't. Yes, that's correct. So my Thursday streams after this Thursday, it's not gonna be prediction shows. It's gonna be just fun general topics in wrestling. Talk about anything really. That's what we talk about Thursdays until the next pay per view from whatever company, AEW or WWE. I don't know if I'm gonna do it Wrestle Kingdom stuff. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to New Japan. I know some of the matches. I know Kairi Sane's gonna wrestle first women's match like on it's gonna be main card. Kairi Sane, and I know Okada's taking on Jay Wright, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing a live watch along because I won't be awake for that, obviously. And I don't know if I'm gonna do a result show because I may watch it, but I don't know if I'm gonna do like go into it. But let's get to Ring of Honor. So it's just the first pay per view. So we got Ring of Honor Final Battle 2022, and I do wonder if Tony Khan is gonna give Ring of Honor their own show, or we're gonna consult with the network with Warner to give Ring of Honor their own show on during the week or something like that. Because they really need something. They really need a show. Because every time we talk about Ring of Honor's matches are always on Dynamite, Rampage, or their pay-per-views. But they do keep the Ring of Honor pay-per-views. And that's just for the Ring of Honor stuff, obviously. But Ring of Honor really does need their own show or something like that. And you can still feature AEW talent / Ring of Honor talent. I mean, right? So let's get to the first match of Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor. I don't know what the first match is. I don't know. I'm gonna go with this match. Shane Taylor and his team taking on Shane Taylor and JD Griffey taking on Swerve and Glory. Isaiah Swerve Scott or Shane Strickland, right? Shane Strickland and Keith Lee. Okay. If you've been paying attention to the relationship between Keith Lee and Swerve Scott or Shane Strickland, you know they're not on good terms. They're starting not to get along. Keith Lee has tires antics, and they know it's full gear. He walked out on him, right? In a tag team title match, they claim. But they're still a tag team with each other. Okay, we'll go one by one. Turtle Nightmare has Swerve and Glory as in their predictions. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I see two things. Isaiah Scott turns on Keith Lee, or he walks on Keith Lee, kind of like what Keith Lee did to him at Full Gear. Something like that's gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen. So I'm going with Shane Taylor and his tag team partner JD Griffey because of the relationship between Swerve and Our Glory. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm going with that team. That's why I'm going with that team to win. Be right back. No, he's definitely not a reliable teammate. Definitely. Okay. Let's go with this match. Samoa Joe is going to take us a TV title. It's TV title, I think, right? And defending against a newly signed AEW talent, Juice Robertson, who is married to Tony Storm. And this match will be fun. I guess Juice is not part of the Bullet Club anymore. Since he's AEW, I guess he can still be part of the Bullet Club. Hi, DL.
Hello.
Hello. What's up? Oh,
Not
wait.
much. Not much.
Okay. What do you think of this? Okay. What do you think of this match? Shane Taylor and JD Griffey versus Chris Keith Lee. I don't have Swerve in our glory here because I think Swerve Scott's gonna pull what Keith Lee did him a full gear, probably, like, just walk out on him, like, what happened full gear.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's probably just trying to build the the eventual split up between Keith Lee and Swerve. So yeah, I see
Yeah.
them. I see him Swerve like costing the match, like you said, as Keith Lee did with their match
Yeah.
against the Acclaimed.
Yeah, and, yeah, I agree, like, it's gonna set up something with those 2. It has to.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
this
waiting for
match
it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it too. And this match is Juice Robinson versus Mojo, I think for the TV title, Ring of Honor TV title. So,
Yes.
okay, Juice Robinson just signed with AEW this week or last week, somewhere around then, and he's challenging Samoa Joe. And if you know Juice Robinson, he's married to Tony Storm. He was in Bullet Club, but I don't know if he's still considered Bullet Club. He joined Bullet Club this year, I know that. But I don't think he wins here. I think Samoa Joe retains here.
Wait, he's full on with AEW now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know how. I don't know if he's still going to be in the Bullet Club unless he's still going to do some part-time New Japan stuff. But if he's full on AEW, I don't know. But yeah, Samoa Joe is going to win.
No, I don't know if Wardlow's gonna come out and cost Joe. I don't like
I
that's
can
what.
see that happening. Honestly, I can see that happening.
Yeah, but I kind of want Wardlow to get the title back from Samoa Joe, not the other way
It's
around.
just though. This is for the ROH TV title, not the TNT title.
Okay, ROH. Okay, yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, because it's a Ring of Honor title.
Yeah.
No, we'll get to that match after. We'll get Dalton Castle and his team against Brian Cage and the Boys. Um, I don't know much about this, so I don't have anything really to say. I probably could go with Dalton Castle. I don't know. I'm just going with random team here.
Wow, they're finally acknowledging the six-man champions in ROH.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, mm, yeah, I don't see. What was the other team's name with Brian Cage? What was
The Boys. Brian
the
Cage and the Boys.
the boys?
Yeah.
There's gonna be some lawsuits coming around.
AEW, some of their factions have a lot of bad names. Like really, really bad names.
Yeah, I don't even, and some of them are just like very elaborate where we don't even, it's hard to remember them. Like
Hmm.
I already forgot the stable with Zelina Vega and the and
Yeah.
Delgado Del Fantasmo
Yeah, that's right. Phantasma. The
Fant
God of
yeah. I'm like, whatever, Legado del Fantasma, I don't know. But the boys, that's the best they can come up with. The boys, okay.
I,
I don't think they're gonna win, to be honest. I don't know. I'm kind of like meh about the six-man titles because they never built them up in on Dynamite
no.
or Rampage. Like they bring the pure title and the TV title and the ROH title. They give them TV time
Yeah,
for that, but
because they're
not.
held by AEW talent.
Yeah, yeah. But but Samoa Joe's not an AEW talent technically.
Yeah, but Samoa Joe.
I mean, yeah, Samoa Joe, I guess. But it's like, okay, so that's the whole thing. If you went through all this trouble to buy ROH, and like you're having them on television until you can get them their own show, which is fine. But like, it's just weird that they're having the women's champion and the six-man tag champions to the side, and like they're picking and choosing who to give screen time to, and sometimes the ROH stuff is taking over stuff that's more important with the AEW stuff. Like I'm still pissed that Miro's not on television right now, but that's another story. Um,
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't. No, I do. Did
There's
you
something
hear?
going
Did you
on
see
there.
that? Did you see recently they asked AEW creative why Miro wasn't on television, and they said they couldn't think of anything to do with him.
Well, that sounds like WWE
Yeah, they sound just like
did with him.
WWE. Can't think of anything to do for Miro?
He, yeah, he came. He was away for a while, and he came back for like a month in
Right.
AEW.
Yep, he's not injured, not like he's not suspended. He's just waiting at home till they call
He's,
him. Like, what is going on
wow.
right now? Weren't you just in a feud with Malachi Black? What happened with
Yeah.
that?
That's,
Okay, like have him have him fight a bunch of jobbers. Have him compete for the
dude, yeah,
TNT
do something.
title.
Yeah.
Something.
Like,
But and yeah,
I can't. They're fumbling him there too. Man, it's people love Miro. It's just that both companies just don't know what to use with him.
dude, like it's he was able to get himself over in both companies, both WWE and AEW. And it's like with AEW, you have so much talent over there. You can think of something to do with him. You can start some
Of
feud
course.
with somebody. Just put him on
Yeah.
television. He can fight. He can fight a bunch of jobbers every week. Build him up as a monster heel or a monster face,
Yeah.
wherever you want to go. You can bring his wife. Bring CJ Perry as his manager or something. But like,
Will.
I don't know.
Man, that's that's sad because he's a great talent. He got himself over. He has great catchphrases. He has so much personality, so much, and yeah, and he was a monster when he came in. He
Oh
was
yeah,
a monster.
yeah, the Redeemer. I love that
Yeah,
shit.
it was like when he first came in WWE, he played that Russian character,
Yeah.
but then they changed him to Bulgaria. He was a monster then. They kind of like did something like that when he came into AEW with more, but what with more personality, more letting him speak more, letting him be himself more. He and
Mhm.
then yeah, like
It went from
I mean, like
Bulgarian Brute to Rusev Day, which was like the most over
yeah,
thing at that time.
yeah.
And then he came over here. He started with the best man stuff, which was kind of weird. But then he turned into the Redeemer, which was even better. So I'm like, come on, so much you could do with him.
Hmm.
But anyway, this is ROH prediction. So I don't think the boys are gonna win this, to be honest. But
Yeah.
like, what are they gonna do with the 6-man tag titles? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. We got the pure title. This is a pure title. Daniel Garcia versus Vita Ua. These two are pretty much the proteges, the young pupils of their respective faction, right? Daniel Garcia is like the young one that they took under the ring in Jericho Appreciation Society, and Vita Ua is in the faction it's a Blackpool Combat Club. They're the young ones. The next kind of like how Evolution made Randy Orton, Batista the next ones. That's what they are in these factions. So these are the two future. These are the two future stars of AEW. That's what they're penciling them in as. And this is going to be a great match between these two. But I think Garcia retains.
Yeah, I agree. Um, Wheeler Yuta doesn't really need the pure title at this point, you know.
No.
Um, and yeah, Danny Garcia, he's very very good. I the only thing is I don't know what he's going to do after this feud. I don't know who else he. I honestly, part of me wishes that he just stayed babyface. I don't know why he switched back to being heel.
I
You know,
know.
because it seemed like they were going to push him, to be a baby face, and but I don't know where you go from here, to be honest. Just gonna go back to being Jericho's lackey. I don't know.
Yeah. Jericho. Yeah. See, I think we're gonna get to that match and why I think Vito might why he might lose this. It has something to do with the main event too, because I think the Blackpool Combat Club, I think things are not going their way. Like they say they're okay without Will Amigo. It looks like they're gonna be fine. I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna be fine. I think they're eventually gonna be defunct. They're gonna be gone. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of surprised they're still together, but
yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
And we got FTR versus Briscoes. I know it's been some time ago. Oh, why are the Briscoes not in AEW? Because it's something one of the Briscoes brothers said years ago. But I'm like, If that's the case, they wouldn't be having this match.
Wait, what? Wait, what happened with the Briscoes?
One of Bristol said something on Twitter a long time ago that was really offensive, and some people were speculating the Briscoes in never got signed with AW because of that. But I'm like, no, I don't. Then I'm like, I don't think that's the case because they used it before.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if there's like any like controversy, they wouldn't be having this match. Though it is weird that the Ass Boys
Yes,
announced that they were having a dog collar match. Why were they the ones to announce that?
and I'll say this: the Briscoes are like the one main tag team in the history of wrestling that never really signed with a major company.
Yeah, which I guess that's I guess that's one like advantage of buying
Yeah.
ROH that you have that you're able to somewhat use them. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I guess I think FTR is going to retain.
I agree. I think FTR wins. Yeah, I think they retain. How many titles do they have in period? They have like three, right?
Yeah, because they have the ROH, they have New Japan, and they have AAA.
Yeah. Damn.
Yep.
They uh we'll get to the women's title match. A heel Athena versus Mercedes Martinez.
Hmm.
This match is gonna be good. I mean, I'm telling you, this is gonna be a good match. Two of the
Oh,
best in the ring for women.
oh yeah, I think this is going to be a really really good match. Aren't they both heel though?
I think it could be. Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't
Yeah.
know
I'm
because
not. Uh,
Mercedes is not on TV, but you
yeah.
know. But
Yeah. Yes, they
I don't
were. So Athena's been really heelish. I mean, she's beat up her opponents like roughly and stuff. You know, even after the match, and you never really saw a heelish side of Athena in WWE because I don't think because not a lot of people couldn't really
well, actually,
picture her as a heel.
they did try a little bit to make her heel, but it didn't work
Yeah,
very well.
because she's one of the few women wrestlers. It's hard to picture her as a heel because of her size and her finisher.
I don't think that really has to do with anything. I think it mainly really has to do with her personality. Um, she's just too likable, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
not like she's a goody two shoes or anything, but it's just like she's so charismatic and fun, So
Mm,
it is. Though she does have an edge to her, so which is why I guess it could work if they go full on like edge with her. But like as I said, she's just too fun to watch. She's just too charismatic for me to be like for me to dislike her.
Yeah, that one time in Money in the Bank a couple years ago, it was 18 or 19 when she did the eclipse off the ladder or something like that.
Hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
dude,
she,
awesome.
yeah. Well, who am I gonna go with? I mean, I can see Athena winning it.
But me too, actually.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Athena.
Yeah, like it. And one thing is that they've been, as I said before, Mercedes has not been on TV to
Mm-mm.
build, to build to this feud. But Athena, well, even though she's mainly been on Dark, at least she's been more prominent. So it's like there you have not done a good job selling Mercedes as a champion right now. So honestly, I think the
Yeah,
women's title would do more good on Athena because she's on TV more. But
yeah,
yeah, so I could see it. But if Mercedes defends, I wouldn't be too shocked either. But I think it would.
same.
I think I would lean more towards Athena.
All right, now so we get to the main event. I think it's the main event. Yeah, Claudio Castagnoli. Yeah,
Castagnoli.
versus Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor title. This is gonna be a good match between the two because they're both very good in the ring, even for Jericho at his age. And obviously, Claudio is one of the best. Like the one of the best workers in the ring. It's just you just know it's gonna be good. But I
Yeah,
think I'm gonna go with Jericho here. I think Claudio is gonna join the Jericho Pussy Society.
as
And,
much as I don't want it to happen, it's probably going to. They're not going to take the ROH title off of Jericho yet. They're not going to.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
uh,
like AEW has that thing where you think the obvious would be, oh, Claudio's gonna win and not join, but AEW tends to not do the obvious at times.
right. It's all they're about long term booking. Maybe it's part of this whole elaborate
Yeah.
storyline. Even though me personally, I personally get annoyed with the babyface has to join a heel team and like he reluctantly has to do stuff. Like
Yeah.
we've seen this before with Shawn Michaels and John Shawn Michaels when he was working with JBL back in 2008, and then
Yes.
John Cena teaming with having to join the Nexus and stuff like that. I'm just like, because we know eventually he's going to leave them. So I don't know. I don't really know what Claudio would really bring to the Jericho Appreciation Society. I mean, other than okay, they're the team of sports entertainers and they both used to be sports entertainers, but like I don't know. I don't know.
I
So
don't
what
know either.
is it going to be Claudio against the Blackpool Combat Club? Is that what's going to cause the divide? Is this? I don't. But yeah, they're not
Yeah.
taking the title off of Jericho though. He's too valuable as a champion right now. So
Yeah.
we'll see how this goes. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, it's gonna be a really good match, regardless. I am shocked how Jericho is still able to go. He's wrestling like it's still 1991.
Yeah, I
Just like
know.
bringing us Lion Heart, Chris Jericho, and he's still doing this stuff in his mid 50s. Like this, it's crazy.
I never ever thought in my life I would see Jericho holding the Ring of Honor title
Me neither.
ever.
I thought that was he was it was too late for him. It was like that ship has sailed. That time has passed. But like
Hmm.
nonsense. I can still go, and I'm holding the ROH title.
Oh yeah. So that's final battle, I guess. In the
Oh,
later
that's
pay per
it.
view. Yeah,
It's going to be
later
a
pay per
short pay
view.
per view.
Yeah. Well, it might be long because the AEW Ring of Honor pay per views tend to go longer than WWE pay per views. Even though it's only a few less matches than a typical AEW pay per view, the matches probably could go like 20, 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Like AEW and ROH put on them long
Yeah.
wrestling clinics. So
That's my complaint on Saturday nights. I don't want to. I know it's a Saturday, but I don't want the show to end like around midnight.
I mean, at least it's on a. Well, I think they're thinking for people that have to work during the week, maybe.
Do
I
you
don't know.
do you do you remember the WrestleMania when Roman Reigns defeated the Undertaker? That literally ended like a quarter after midnight on the Monday.
Yeah, wasn't that like 6 hours long?
Yes. Yeah, 6 or
Jesus.
7 hours. Yeah, because yeah, including the it was 6 hours the main show, but but it was like 8 hours because for WrestleMania they do the 2 hour kickoff show.
And like why is the kickoff show 2 hours?
I know.
And like
Uh,
that was one of my main issues in the Vince era was that WrestleMania they were trying to put everybody on the card. Everyone.
it was smart to go to 2 nights.
I mean, yeah, it's smarter now that they do 2 nights, but it's like and like I'm okay with it being 2 nights, because Wrestle Kingdom does that. But it's like my whole thing about it is that both nights aren't like
Hmm.
consistently great. Like is for the most part, I've been seeing that the Saturday night WrestleMania is really good, and then
Yes.
and then the Sunday night WrestleMania is like, it's fine. So
Yeah,
it's like,
especially this year. Saturday night's WrestleMania this year was incredible.
mm-hmm.
Like the main event, Austin stuff, that was incredible with Kevin
Cody's
Owens.
return.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that,
incredible.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like I hope with next year's WrestleMania that they're gonna try harder to keep both nights consistent with quality because they're I already feel like they have an issue of like, they're trying to put everybody at WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania
And
where it's like
they want him on the card so they can get like a
right.
paycheck, right? They get like an extra bonus, a big bonus.
I guess so, but it's like I don't know. To me, like WrestleMania, that should be like a event where you need to earn your way to get there. Not everyone's
Yeah.
going to be able to be on WrestleMania. It's for those special matches once in a lifetime. That's what makes it special. If you're
The
able to
problem
make it to WrestleMania, it's
the
something
problem
special.
the problem with WrestleMania now is it's been for a year. Is now it's about attraction. It's about getting some celebrities involved and stuff. So that's why. So some people don't get on the card because of that. Like it's been like for years though, right? I mean,
Yeah, it has. I mean, they're trying to
I
make it their Super Bowl, and I
yeah.
understand that.
I mean, I did like the Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville match. I mean, it was fun for what it was. I like that match.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah, and if you gotta get the right celebrity to do it, I wouldn't be surprised if Logan Paul wrestled WrestleMania this year if he's healthy.
If
If
he's
he,
cleared by then, yeah.
yeah, there's no because I think that'll be a good idea because a guy, despite me not really liking him, he's really good in the ring.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even expect to say that Bad Buddy was really good in
Yes.
WrestleMania. I never thought I would say that, but he was actually pretty good.
And I'll say this: Johnny Knoxville was not really a wrestler. He didn't really. It was more of a jackass style match
Yeah,
with
he
all
did his
the.
ECW thing.
Yeah, but he did fine. He did fine. Like he was at least tried to make entertainment. Like Wanda Rousey, like she's a full time wrestler. You can say she's a celebrity, but I don't think she's that much of a celebrity anymore.
Not
You can
anymore.
see that she doesn't have the passion for it.
Nope. It's going to be a shame. That's a match we have to sit through at WrestleMania. Whoever
And
it is going to be,
and I don't know if I want to see that.
I don't know. It's probably going to be a good bathroom break. Ronda Rousey's match.
I mean, I feel bad whoever it is. If it's Becky Lynch, maybe they get the passion back in her. Maybe she'll get some. Like she'll get. Uh, they'll help her. They'll get her back. Motivated. She'll be motivated if it's Becky Lynch. It's like
Yeah.
I think she's. I don't know. She does. It's like she's just for a paycheck, but it's also like she only gets motivated for certain superstars, for women superstars, and I don't think
That
that's fair to the roster.
dude, that's that Brock Lesnar mentality. Like he's only passionate for certain superstars. That's some BS. I
You know
hate.
what? To me, but we fans let Brock Lesnar get away with because he's actually good and he actually has personality and character and he's actually good. Remember, he didn't talk all that much when Paul Heyman came in, right? With him
Yeah.
when he came back, but he's now for a year and a half. He's not bad on the mic. I like him on the mic.
Yeah, he's actually really good. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I was mainly talking about when he was with Paul Heyman. I hated that Brock Lesnar. I hated it.
yeah. That Brock Lesnar, yes, that Brock Lesnar always shows what people would be passionate with. Now he seems more open. There's
Yeah,
like
he's
something
actually
different.
yeah, he's actually putting Bobby Lashley over.
And he
Which
did segments. He did segments with Heath Slater, R Truth, like not exactly like mid card guys.
yeah.
Like, there used to be what happened with the thing with Wanda. Some people had said the same thing about Brock. That he's not passionate. He wasn't. He was just there for the money. Yeah, but I think that view is changed on Brock.
I still think he's there for the money, but I do think he's putting in more effort than he
Effort,
used
yeah,
to. Yes.
yeah,
I do think they're building to Bobby and Brock 3 at WrestleMania possibly.
yeah. Okay, let's get to NXT Deadline, which is a terrible name for a pay per view. And
Deadline. I mean, at least
for
it's better than Stand and Deliver.
I know.
I
I
hate
know.
that. I hate that title.
Okay, so before we get into the next NXT pay per view is going to be NXT Vengeance, and it's not going to be at the Performance Center. It's going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. So
Oh,
Ric
cool.
Flair is going to be there, I guess. I don't know.
Charlotte coming to NXT for what reason?
No. Let's get to the matches. All right. Oh, matches. Okay. What are the matches? Isla Dawn versus Alba Fire. Look, I know this is not really one of the big matches on the card because there's no implications in this match. There's nothing here. Like you don't get a title match. There's no title on the line.
Oh, Alba
But
Fire attacked her this past Tuesday. There's your feud.
yeah, yeah. But I'm looking forward to this match. I like both of these superstars.
Yeah, they're pretty entertaining. Um,
And
I really don't. I don't know. Maybe
I'm sorry, my
Isla
internet's
Dawn maybe will
yeah.
win. I guess. I really don't know.
Yeah, she'll probably put like a Papa Shango hex on that on a double flavor. I don't know. She's a witch.
Yeah, she's a witch. That's why I guess I lean more to her. I like the witch gimmick she's doing. But
I knew Isla Dawn was gonna be NXT US because she's dating one of the members of Pretty Deadly, so I knew that was gonna happen. She was gonna be there.
oh, she is.
Yeah, yeah,
Makes sense.
but yeah, Isla Dawn did cost Alba Fire the fire the title. To me, I like Alba Fire, but I actually like the name Kaylee way better. But I think she should be on the main roster. She is somebody I can see on the main roster. That's a legit threat to somebody like Ronda Rousey.
I think so. Even though I say I like the name Alba Fire just a little bit more. It
Yeah.
has a little bit more punch to it, but yeah, I definitely think she could be main roster ready for sure.
Hmm.
But that NXT Women's Division needs everything they can get right now. So don't
I
rush
I'll
into
take that. I might take that division over the SmackDown Women's division.
it. Yeah. You might be right about that.
Yeah, I think Elbow Fire will probably be on the main roster in 2023 at some point.
So you think she's gonna be called up before Mandy Rose?
I don't know. Like I don't know who do they have in mind to take the title off Mandy Rose because it's getting boring. Because look, I don't want her to break Shayna Baszler's streak.
You don't want her to break Shayna Baszler's streak?
No, because Shayna Baszler's a monster, and well, she did have help in some of her matches, but you knew some matches she did not need help. Like Shayna Baszler is a threat. It's a major threat. Mandy Rose is not really a threat. That's the sense I get. You know, like
Uh,
she's not Asuka. She's not Shayna. Like,
no. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
but yeah, what other matches? Oh, let's go with this match. Oh, this is gonna be a fun match. The New Day are challenging Pretty Deadly for the NXT Tag Team Championships. As a sign, they have nothing planned for New Day on the main roster, and they do this. They've been doing this for NXT pay-per-views from time to time. Have a main roster come down
Yeah, because
to
didn't
do a match.
Ricochet face
Yeah,
dang, what's his name?
Carmelo.
Carmelo Hayes for
That
the
was a great
North
match.
American Championship. Yeah, that was a really good match.
I mean, yeah, like look, really, if you think about it realistically, New Day should get the win here, but they're not gonna get the win. They're not gonna stay in NXT.
Yeah, fair. Sorry, their main roster stuff. They can't just bring them back, even though Dolph Ziggler was NXT champion.
That's true. That's true. There's a possibility. I just don't think it'll be New Day.
Honestly, I think it would be cool if they won the titles because they already were the longest reigning. Well, they were the longest reigning tag team champions.
Yeah.
Have they? I don't think they've ever won the NXT titles.
No, they weren't even They weren't even NXT together. Well, Kofi was never in NXT.
Yeah, never in NXT. So I think that could be another thing they could add to their prestige. Like they won every tag team title. Because I'm gonna be real, I'm not feeling Pretty Deadly. I'm not feeling them at all. Like they literally feel like a Shawn Michaels passion project. Like, because that's all I'm seeing is like 80s Shawn Michaels when he was teaming with Marty Jannetty. Like I am getting those vibes with Pretty Deadly, and they're not even that entertaining. Like they're trying so hard to be Breezango, and it's not working. it's
Yeah, they're models. They're trying to be a model. They're basically models. I mean, I when I saw them at NXT UK, I'm like, what are these elves from Lord of the Rings? It's like because they have the hair, right?
yeah,
Or
man, I was so mad that what was that, the NXT UK tag team, the Gallus, what I think.
Gallus, yes. The
Yeah,
Coffee Brothers and
yes, they
Wolfgang.
were overdue to win tag team titles. They were so overdue. I can't believe they
Yeah.
didn't win that. And now they're suspended. I'm like, come on,
Oh
man.
yeah, they're suspended. Yeah,
It's
a lot of the talent over from the UK are they haven't been using. They haven't. Where's Beer Peasley or Blair Davenport? Where is
Tyler
Tyler
Bate.
Bay? Like, are they gonna, so is the idea of NXT Europe when like they're planning to do? Are they gonna be on that program? Are they gonna be on that show? Is that what?
I, I'm guessing they might be saving them for NXT Europe, but you can't just keep them off TV like that.
No, no. The thing is, Kofi has declared himself for the Rumble, but he can still technically be NXT Tag Team Champion and be in the Royal Rumble because NXT superstars have been in the Rumble before.
Yes. Yeah, so as long as they keep themselves clear, and I think
Yeah,
they can still be in the Rumble. Um, do you see Big E coming back at the Royal
I
Rumble?
don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. But if that happens, I'll be overjoyed with so much love for that to happen. With so to see him back, I'll probably get the biggest. I don't care who comes back. If there's, even if there's a bigger super in history, but I think if Big E comes back, it'll be bigger than that. Like for example, if Batista comes back and Big E comes back, I think Big E might get a bigger reaction just because of what he had to go through.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Eh,
there's nothing bad you can say about that man. Nothing.
No, yeah, Big E is awesome. Um, yeah, it's like there was a couple of times with the New Day where I was just hoping like Big E's gonna come back and back him up. Big E's coming this
I
week.
hope.
No way
I
he's coming
hope.
this week. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
the neck, right? It's the neck, and you got
Yeah,
to
I
be
know.
careful with that. Because
I
I
know.
worry about Paige every time she wrestles.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And like I know there's been superstars in the past, Edge, Daniel Bryan, but for women, it's actually not more riskier.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Big E, take your time to recover. Want you to be at 100% whenever you come back. So if you got to skip out in the Rumble, if you got to skip out WrestleMania, it will make us sad. But
Mm-hmm.
your health comes first.
Yeah, that's why I don't think the yeah, and I'm gonna say that's the Rocky coming back to Rumble. No,
Oh God! Please don't have The Rock win the
yeah,
Rumble. Please, Triple H. Please don't do this.
you don't need to. Like you can set up a, you could just have them announce them for SmackDown or Raw that get the ratings up more than usual or the numbers, the demographic, whatever, and then have Bloodline interrupt them. That's all you need to do.
He can
Simple.
literally just he can literally just walk to the ring at the
Exactly.
Royal Rumble and stare down Roman
Roman
Reigns,
Reigns.
and
Yeah.
there you go.
It's that exactly. You don't need a permanent match at all. You could all you need to do is like basically have a vignette of him. There. Just have a vignette of the Rock's best stuff. That's it. You don't need him to show up. Like
Mm,
just tease it. You don't need like
I
it's a
know.
Rock. For God. Like they did with Austin. Remember when Kevin Owens was going to the thing to Austin, Austin never showed up until WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, he did like one announcement to say that
Yeah.
Kevin Owens, I'm going to face you at WrestleMania, and that was it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, The Rock's my favorite wrestler of all time, but I'm a very big on this. Yeah, he should not be in the Rumble match. That's
No, you should not.
what matches are I doing? I forget. Oh, let's go to the Survivor, Iron Man Survivor, whatever they call
Iron
it.
Survivor
So we're
match.
going to yeah, let's go with the women. Where's the women? I put the women? Oh, here we go. So we got Zoe Stark, Corey J, Indy Hartwell, Roxanne Perez, and Kiana James, the accountant, so the gimmick.
Oh my
And who, yeah,
gosh.
and the winner of this match has to have the most pins. And if you get pinned, you go in the cage for like 90 seconds. And it's about 30 minutes, and whoever has the most pins wins, right? And each 5 minutes, a new competitor comes in. Is that it?
Uh,
It's like
wait, no. I think so.
I don't know.
They're gonna compete like as a regular fatal five way, and the whole goal is that they're trying to get as many pins on people as possible before the 25 minutes is up. That's the time thing. And every time
Okay.
somebody gets pinned, they have to stay in a penalty cage for a minute. So at the end of the
Oh yes,
25
yes.
minutes, The person that has the most pins on people wins the match.
Here's the thing why I disagree with you, Eternal. I don't think Zoe Stark will win because she is a heel, and you said really they don't want heels to in a one-on-one match to take a title from a babyface unless it's like a triple or fatal four. Fatal four. That's why I'm going with Roxanne Perez to win. They're very high on Roxanne Perez, and people seem to like her. Like she's young and talented, but I really don't see the full appeal of her yet. Like she's really not there yet, in my opinion. I'm gonna be a little bit harsh. She's kind of boring right now.
Yeah, I don't really care for her right now. Like, there's not much of a character for her. Like they need to do
Hmm.
something. They need to do a little bit more something with her. Give her some more personality because like all
Yeah,
the other
here,
girls have their own distinct personalities. She's
uh,
just there.
you know what the problem with her? Our backstage vignette stuff. Oh, I'm happy to be here. This is my dream. So is almost
It's like
everybody in the whole company.
oh, don't give me that mushy, gushy,
Yeah,
happy shit. Like, no, stop it. Bailey grew out of that. You need to do that too.
yeah. I mean, like not like almost 100% of the people, the roster was happy. His dream was to be in WWE.
This is my dream. It's my lifelong
Like,
dream. It's like, okay, stop it. Stop it. The only time I should see you crying and weeping with happiness is if you won a title or something.
yeah,
But
yeah.
nah, don't know. Honestly, um, I'm with either Cora Jade or Indy Hartwell, to be honest. Like those two, those are my
Who's
picks.
in the match? Who's in the match again? Are they all heels?
Except for Indy Hartwell.
Yeah, Andy Harrell's a babyface. Yeah, okay. So there's two baby faces. You're right, and three
And
heels.
even Cora Jade, I wouldn't say she's fully a heel. She feels more like a tweeter, I would say. Fuck the librarian chick. I don't give a shit about her. But yeah, I could see I see either Cora Jade or Indy Hartwell. But if they want to go like the safe route with, babyface versus heel, I think Indy Hartwell is gonna walk out of this.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with Roxanne Perez. It's probably 'cause I don't know. I
That'd be
think
such a waste. We know she's not gonna beat Mandy. We know that. She almost feels like a jobber to Mandy if she wins. But I don't know.
she almost did beat Mandy. Of course, it cost her the belt.
Oh yeah. You know what? Then they might give it to her because she almost beat her.
Yeah, because look, Mandy and Toxic Attraction, they're ready for the main roster.
They've been ready for the main roster.
and and
And
I'll say
Indy
this is
Hartwell. God damn
I'll,
it.
I'll say it for Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark. I think now there's nobody to back me up on this. I have no sources or anything like this. I think if she didn't get hurt and if she was out for almost a whole year, I think she would have been a champion.
Yeah, I agree because she was almost she was going to be one of the biggest baby faces on the
Yeah,
women's roster, and then decided to turn her for no reason. But okay,
yeah. Like, why is Nikki Lyons not? Is she hurt, Nikki Lyons? I don't know. Like, okay,
is she
but I don't know.
or was it kayfabe injury? Because wasn't the last time we saw her she was
She was a six
brawling?
man, she was 6 woman tag team match, right? Right with Casey and what's her name, Kaden. That was 2 weeks ago. That was last week, right? Not this week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, the men's next. The men's is let's see the men's. We got Grayson Waller, Carmelo Hayes, Joe Gacy, Axon, and who's the other guy? Oh, Jamie Madonna, who I don't know why is in this match. He doesn't know like a guy who should be holding NXT title
dude.
personally.
How many times are you gonna give JD a title shot? How many times?
To me, the guy who should be it should win it is Carmelo Hayes.
Do you think Carmelo Hayes?
Yeah, because I think Carmelo Hayes is ready for the next level. Unless they're going to call him up, because I think Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker is just something I think should be going forward.
Yeah, I guess I could see Carmelo, or it could be Joe Gacy. I
I don't want to see Joe. I don't want to see Braun Breaker and Joe Casey again.
actually, you know what? They did compete before. Yeah, you're right.
I don't want to see Grayson Waller.
Oh, I definitely don't want to see that. No. Axion might be a good match, but he probably won't beat him.
No, I think it's I would go with Carmelo because
Yeah,
he's just
probably Carmelo.
yeah because Carmelo might be like the best overall worker in NXT in the men's side. He has a swagger. He could talk. Definitely in the ring. I mean, he's incredible in the ring. I think if he's on the main roster, he'd be a superstar.
Oh, for sure, for
Just
sure.
just
He
get rid
could
of Trick
he
Williams.
could even take over Hit Row and make them better. but
Yeah, yeah.
um but
I,
yeah, like he's ready for main roster. He's going to be a star whenever he does get called up. Um
I think when Triple H gets his hands on Carmelo Hayes on the main roster, he's gonna
ooh,
shoot him to the moon. Yeah, like,
going beyond like monkey bone.
mhm. I'm gonna go Carmelo Hayes. I think to me that's the next guy for him to take on. He's Braun Baker's defeated JD McDonough. Joe Gacy
Twice.
hasn't, and I don't want to see Grayson Waller and Axon. Like I think Axon versus Braun Baker would be a tremendous match, but to me, Axon's not the guy to take a title off him. To me, Carmelo Hayes is the closest guy in that match to take the title off of him.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going Carmelo. Who are you going with?
I agree, Carmelo.
And the only thing I would say about Braun Breaker, I like Braun Breaker, but he's a '90s wrestler.
Damn, you called him a 90.
Not in a bad way, but he's much like his father. Really like his father.
He really is, yeah.
Yeah, he's a carbon copy of his father. I don't know if that's his actual voice because he definitely sounds like his father's voice. I don't know if it's actual voice or they told him to speak like his father.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is like, is it naturally coming out of him, or did they tell him to sound like he's like Scott and Rick?
Yeah. So that's why I say like very nice. And look, Rick Steiner and the Steiner brothers. I mean, they're awesome. Like,
Yeah,
and that's not saying that he's the '90s wrestler. It's not really criticism on his part. I mean, there's a lot of bad '90s wrestlers. Obviously, I mean, gimmicks, really gimmicks. Some
yeah,
good wrestlers had bad gimmicks,
yeah.
and a lot of bad wrestlers had a lot of good wrestlers had. There's a lot
Bad.
of bad, yeah, and vice versa, yeah. But like, that's what I'm just saying. And you know what? It worked for Rick. I don't like to me. I don't know if that voice really works on the main roster all that much.
I think it could.
I think it could. I just think it would be, but no, I think it
As
could.
long as he's not like forcing it, like
Yeah,
use it in specific moments. Like if he's getting more aggressive or if he's angry, then it can come out. But like his regular speaking voice, it should just be him.
yeah, because in the '90s and '80s, when you're cutting promos on the mic or backstage, the wrestlers always yell. They always yell when they're cutting a promo. Now they don't.
Yeah, you don't need to yell to cut a good promo.
That's all they did in the '80s and '90s was cut promos by yelling in the
Yeah,
mic.
I'm like, gosh,
Like
darn.
that's I mean, Jake the Snake Roberts had it best. When he cut a promo, he did not yell. He made it threatening with his, a slithering, dark tone voice, that threatening voice. Like he did not need to yell.
Yeah,
It worked.
yeah. Though I feel like with Braun Breaker, like whenever he yells, it hones his inner Steiner. I think it could work for him as long as he's not doing it all the time.
He's very good in the ring. I'll tell you that. He's very good in the ring.
Oh, he is very good in the ring. I'm trying. I like. It's gonna be hard to. It's gonna be hard to think of who could take the title from him. You know.
Yeah. And yeah, speaking of which, let's go to the main event. Apollo Cruz versus obviously Braun Breaker. And no, I'll say this. Remember, a lot of people made fun of that Braun Breaker name. Over the year or so, I actually got used to it, and I don't think it's a bad name anymore.
Yeah, it's starting to grow on me now.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I got Braun Breaker retaining here. Be a good match, but I think I got Braun Breaker retaining here
Yeah, I agree.
because he might be caught up next year too, sometime maybe after WrestleMania. I mean, he did have a main roster match with Dolph Ziggler, right? He became champion again. I
Maybe.
think.
Or do you think they're gonna call him up undefeated, or do you actually see somebody taking the title from him?
He's not undefeated though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember,
Yeah, he did Tommaso Ciampa, right? Or
and
Dolph Ziggler
Ziggler.
and Ziggler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, no, even so, like who would be the one to take the title off him though?
To me, it's Carmelo Hayes if he wins the match, the 5-man.
If it's not Carmelo Hayes, then yeah, we just don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah. That's because a lot of, like I'll say this, a lot of his a lot of his compares for the title. Troll Casey, no. JD McDonough, I'm sorry, but the guy should not have been in the main title picture. This guy's a cruiserweight.
So okay, hold on a minute. Pause. You didn't say that when Rey Mysterio won the World
I
Heavyweight
know.
Championship. You didn't say that
Oh,
when Finn Balor won the NXT Championship and the Universal Championship and the
that's
Intercontinental
true. That's
Championship.
true.
Like, and Braun Breaker is not like. I mean, he's a big guy, but he's not like massive where it's like I can't see him. You know, I can't see JD not being
I,
a physical threat to him. You know.
I guess it's because when I saw him in NXT or NXT UK, he usually wrestled in the cruiserweights. He usually had won the cruiserweight belt and stuff like that. I guess I was used to that. That's why.
Yeah, I think JD has built himself up as a character enough to where it's like I could see him competing for the title because like he is really good in the ring and it's like he doesn't just do flips all the time, you know.
No, he does submissions. Yeah,
Right.
that's
So that's why you know you don't have to, it's like you don't just have to label him as a cruiserweight because he is more versatile with other wrestling techniques. My issue is that they gave him too many title shots. Like
yeah.
I was like they were giving him so many title shots. I was like, okay, they're gonna put the title on him eventually because they keep giving him shots, right? But no, um, but yeah, it's like I know there's this whole stigma, with heavyweights and cruiserweights or whatever, where
Hey,
it's hard to
was it
buy
was it
cruiser.
JBL?
Yeah,
Just like a big.
JBL. Yeah, it's like people having a hard time buying that cruiserweights can beat heavyweights.
And I'm like to JBL. You know, this wrestling is fake, right? I like if I was in the match, I could beat the heavyweight if they wanted me to. All you gotta do is this in 1, 2, 3. It's
Right.
fake.
Right, like you have like the way we could suspend our disbelief is if the storyline, the characters are good, and the wrestling is choreographed in
Yeah.
like good enough to where it's like, yeah, as I said, we can suspend our disbelief and be like, okay, I can see how he could win this. Like Rey Mysterio, that's how he became world heavyweight champion and one of the most beloved wrestlers of all time.
Oh yeah, and remember, Rey Mysterio in WCW was coined the Giant Killer,
Yep.
and he pinned Kevin Nash in like 2 minutes.
hmm And
And
he
yeah,
pinned JBL in like 15 seconds at WrestleMania.
you retire him.
Retired him. Yep.
Yeah, like it's possible. Like Johnny Gargano is not a big guy, and no, he's became champion. Tommaso Ciampa is not really well. He's a little bit bigger than Gargano. He's become champion.
Right, and
Um,
then once again, Finn Balor was the one of the longest reigning NXT champions, and he beat
he,
Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship.
yeah, Seth Rollins is not a Seth Rollins is over 200 pounds, but he's not like 240, 250.
Right.
It can't. That's like back in the 80s and 90s. You gotta be like two. You gotta be at least like the rule was that you gotta be at least 250 to be like a champion, right? Like it's
Well,
like
you have to be over 205 pounds to be considered like a regular
and,
heavyweight.
and you know what that pissed me off about 205 Live.
Yeah.
Why do you have a show called 205 Live where you have to be 205 under when you got people on the main roster at 205 under winning the big titles? Finn Balor is under 200 pounds.
Yeah, he was 190 pounds.
I'm like 205 was a bullshit lie.
Yeah, like that's one of the reasons why it shouldn't have been a show. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, they should just kept it like with the cruiserweight classics, and keep the. I mean, I was fine with the cruiserweight championship, but like that should stay in NXT. Um, It can make some special appearances on the main roster, but not all the time. But for them to make a full on cruiserweight roster and a weekly show when you have cruiserweights on the main roster competing for the title, I'm like, okay, this doesn't seem consistent.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because if that was the case, Neville should not have been just the cruiserweight champion. He should be
I'm pretty.
competing for the world title.
I'm pretty sure Neville's more than 205. Because the guy is broad. I mean, like he's short, but he's broad. You know?
Right. He just
Yeah.
made it like under 206 pounds
Yeah. Like
because
he was
he's
like
a
the
muscle.
only cruiserweight that was like had a large chest. You know, like he was had a broad chest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's like, yeah, it was bad. And I just remember when they had Enzo Amari. Enzo Amari ruined the cruiserweight division.
Oh yeah, he killed the cruiserweight division. Killed it. Why would you give him the cruiserweight championship?
I
Why?
think that's the reason Level walked out.
I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Oh,
I wish they would bring back the Cruiserweight Classic and the Cruiserweight Championship again. Do it properly this time
mm-hmm.
because the Cruiserweight Classic was awesome.
Yep. So I'm gonna end it here. We've been about an hour. That's pretty good. It was overall. This is one of these two pay-per-views I haven't really been highly invested in. I should have. If I had to say which one I'm more invested, it's the Ring of Honor one because it's a more well-known card, and I know NXT is part of WWE, it's part of WWE brand, but look at the Ring of Honor people on Ring of Honor card. You have Jericho, okay, so
I mean, I guess I'm the opposite. I'm a little bit more invested in NXT because ROH hasn't done a good job building up their champions. So I don't really care about I don't care about almost half of the stuff. I don't care about the 6-man tag match. I don't care about the women's match. Um I guess the other matches, the pure title, the TV title, we know how it's gonna end up.
mm-hmm.
We know how it's gonna end up. Um it's like probably the only ones that like I'm somewhat invested in was I guess is the Athena and Mercedes match because of Athena herself, not because like I'm
Mm-hmm.
really invested in Mercedes as a wrestler right now because she's barely on TV. But I guess the Jericho and Claudio match just to see how that's going to turn out with him joining the Jericho Appreciation Society, and then Wheeler Yuta and shit.
Danny Garcia
Danny
or
Garcia. Yeah, it's
Daniel
gonna be
Garcia.
yeah.
Danny Garcia is the Rock's ex-wife and partner.
But, I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
no, no,
The mother of what's her name? Ava Wayne.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be an entertaining match, but it's like
What if
I'm just mad about the ROH stuff. They haven't done a good job building.
no? They need their own show. ROH needs their own show.
They do. Like
I
I don't
mean,
know what's taking them so long.
Tony Khan they talked to Warner Brothers because Warner Brothers has their shows on their networks like TBS and TNT. Talk to Warner Brothers Discovery and find a time slot. It could be taped. It doesn't have to be live. It could be taped. Like Ring
Yeah,
of Honor was taped before. It was never live.
yeah, you could tape it. I
Yeah.
think the only thing is, yeah, I guess finding a place to put it. Dude, put it Thursday. I mean, I know
Yeah.
Impact is on Thursday, but like
But nobody watches that.
nobody watches Impact. So like, put it on Thursday on TBS or TNT. Like, you got two networks to work off of,
Yeah.
and Thursday's a free slot other than Impact that nobody watches. So like, put it on Thursday.
YouTube to watch it back, you have to have a YouTube or some other channel. That's it. And you have to be a member to watch it on YouTube. I'm like, no.
Like, no, yeah, sorry. If ROH happens to come on at the same time as Impact, I wouldn't care. I would not
Yeah,
care.
I would watch ROH over Impact
Yeah,
because it's
but
AEW brand.
sure, yeah, and
I'm,
yeah, they need their show because like they're taking away from the wrestlers on AEW. It's messing with the storylines. It's like not to say that they're bad, but
Y-
it's just like it's just not coherent with ROH just being thrown in there.
Yeah, and Impact is losing like everybody now as of now. Like they're losing people.
Dude, I'm
Like
surprised Impact hasn't been canceled already.
it's
Like
it's
like
it's a
just for them
fighter.
tying
Impact's a fighter.
yeah, it sure is a fighter. Like it is on a sinking cruise, and it's like they're trying to keep it afloat.
Oh yeah, not even AEW could save Impact when they had that when they tried to do a cross promotion. You know when they
Oh
worked
yeah,
together.
yep. Even they tried it, it did not do it didn't do anything for them.
No. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm not gonna do a live stream for Ring of Honor because I'm gonna watch it on my computer. I might do one for the NXT show, maybe watch along. I'm definitely gonna do episode 51 if it's all about wrestling. Obviously, the preview for that show is gonna be recapping both of these pay-per-views. But for the next few weeks on Thursdays, we're not gonna have a prediction show because there's nothing in cards until Royal Rumble unless something pops up to do for predictions. So we're gonna just do general wrestling topics. You know, we may just talk general wrestling general in general. We may do wrestling factions, theme music, best heel, face terms, stuff like that. And I'm not doing a poll this time because last time we did a poll, everybody took worst gimmicks. um, I think by the end of the year we might do top. I don't know about top 5 or top 10, but how am I going to work it is maybe top 5 WWE male wrestlers, and top 5 WWE female wrestlers of the year, and then I might do AEW top 5 male and female, and give you a preview. My top female wrestler is probably gonna be Jade for AEW because she has a title for a long time. So that's
Mm.
number one. That's for AEW. It's not top 5. It's not top 5 wrestlers of the year. It's top 5 wrestlers in the promotions. Like WWE. So in WWE, my number one, it's Roman Reigns.
I mean, no argument for me. I mean, the only person I think can like compete with that is either John Moxley or Gunter.
Yeah, yeah. And I think for AEW, I'll probably put Moxley up there because he's been champion a couple times this year and he's been carrying it on his back. And I would have put Punk up there too, but since the incident, Punk's definitely going down that list. And I'm not going to punish Punk for his actions at the press conference. I'm still going to put him in the list if he fits in the list.
I mean, if we took that the controversy aside,
Yeah,
he didn't even carry the title for a month.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, we don't punish wrestlers for their actions on the top 5, top 10 list. We're not going to do that. We're not going to be biased.
No.
Um, but yeah, you saw episode 51, Monday, 7 p.m. Check it out. And I actually have like a stream later tonight, but it's not going to be on this channel. It's not going to be a wrestling related channel. It's going to be on my main channel. Come check out. We're going to talk about, guys, Sil, Geek Ostley, Mikey Sutton. They've
Oh,
been
God.
caught. Really caught this time. Have you ever heard of the story? I'll tell you after, guys. I'll tell you off stream.
Okay.
All right. Take it, guys. AW Air Motor is out.
See you later.